as his death approaches, one thing is pretty clear to Jesus, that he isn't going to reach many people by winning them over to his cause. Too late for that. It just won't happen. A few may follow him, maybe. Most of his closest friends. At least they'll try. But even they are confused by him. They don't really grasp what he's doing yet. And in any case, they lack the courage to stand by him and flinch. They will run away. And you can't blame them. But the leaders, they're a lost cause. They hate him. The crowd are into him for now on Palm Sunday, but you know how fickle crowds are. In a short time, they'll latch on to some new celebrity. Forget him. Romans, don't make me laugh. They were never in the running to follow a Jewish king of all things. No, after all that hard work and those high hopes, everything Jesus was trying to accomplish seemed to be falling apart and fizzling out. What a shame. So he knows the only way that he can help us is by bringing to bear upon us the full power of God's forgiveness. And in order to do that, we have to be revealed as sinners. He must expose in everyone the secret or the blatant rebellion, resentment, defiance, hatred, lack of faith that every human being has toward the God whom he brings to us. If we cannot find peace with God as heroic, faithful followers, and we can't, we can certainly find peace with God as forgiven sinners. And so, he goes at it. Jesus systematically goes about exposing the worst in everyone, bringing it out upon himself. Look at the events of Holy Week, and you can see how skillfully he does this. He scares the Romans and all power-hungry people with a really provocative royal entry into the city that they want to be in control of. He comes riding in as a king. That'll get him. Ah! And where does he go right after that? Straight to the temple. He enrages the greedy temple leaders by throwing the tables around, calling them a gang of thieves, making a shambles of their little racket. That'll get them stirred up. And then all through Holy Week, he's arguing with people over and over again. These arrogant, smart people come up, and he makes them look like idiots. The holy people come up, and he exposes their hypocrisy. And then for the whole crowds, he tells them that in a short time, their whole city is going to get burned. That'll stir them up. And then he has to tell even his most faithful followers that they're going to let him down. And then when he appears before Herod and Pilate, he knows what they are. They're a couple self-serving judges. And they're looking for a convenient way to let him off easy. And he doesn't cooperate. No, you're going to kill me. I'm going to see to it that you sentence me to death. By creating total, brutal honesty, Jesus manages to tick everybody off. These people who normally fight among themselves can all agree on one thing, that Jesus makes them very uncomfortable and he has to go. And then he makes his own death a sacrifice for the sins of the people who were killing him. And after that, he returns to his murderers, offering them forgiveness and reconciliation. It is a terribly hard way to get the job done, but it is the only way to do it for human beings. It is the only way to deal effectively with the whole truth of everything that we are. Strive though we might, and though we have some good days too, we are simply not good enough, clean enough, strong enough, godly enough to be saved as loyal followers or as heroes of faith. But we don't need to be. Because of what he did, we do not need to be afraid to be totally honest about ourselves. We do not need to fear that we aren't good enough or strong enough or brave enough or holy enough or sincere enough or anything else, because we are forgiven for everything, because God is loving enough. That's how God gets his hands on us. And once he's got his hands on us, that's when he can start doing all the good things that he will do to start to transform our lives, so that we are no longer just sinners, but so that we can also be the other things that we are, beloved children of God and saints.